for further analysis on the first plenary session of the 16th BRICS Summit. We are joined from Cairo by Hanan Ramses. She's a financial markets expert. Welcome to Qnews. Can you hear me, Ms. Hanan? Tell me, Ms. Hanan, as the BRICS Summit is happening at the moment, and what are the main messages do you think the Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has conveyed at the gathering happening at the moment?
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi sent lots of messages in relation to the investment inside Egypt. The most important items he discussed was that Egypt is the gate to Africa, and there might be a cooperation between Egypt and many BRICS member states in the economic zones of Egypt. The investments can be done through the free trade agreement and COMESA. Through these agreements, Egypt would be the gate to Africa, and that Egypt has lots of advantages in the infrastructure that enables Egypt to enter new developmental fields, including investment in ICT and AI. And these are the most important items for investments in the world. He also discussed the new energy, renewable energy, and nuclear energy, and the aspects of cooperation between Egypt and Russia in these fields. The president also tackled the economic crises in the whole world that affected Egypt adversely, represented in the reduction of Suez Canal revenues and how the Egyptian state uses its resources to move from the economy of crises to the economy of achievements, and how the local currency of Egypt has been highly harmed due to many practices, including the increase of dollar exchange rate in front of the Egyptian pound entering the BRICS. This may restrict the power of dollar in the upcoming period, which will serve Egypt's interests.
Tell me, Ms. Hanan, just going back again, I just have another question. But how do you think the BRICS group achieve financial settlements in local currencies in practice in the coming period, as called for by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi in his speech?
Of course, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi said that there will be financial cooperation aspects and investment cooperation also between Egypt and BRICS Forum, because it's an economic forum that includes countries that represent 45% of the economic power worldwide and 28% of the trade power worldwide as well. He also said that BRICS Forum has many advantages, including the new development bank of BRICS, that Egypt can seek its assistance to continue the infrastructure projects in Egypt, in addition to the BRICS Investment Bank that would replace the International Monetary Fund in the upcoming period, because the fund required some economic reforms repeatedly that harmed the Egyptian economy in the current period. So there are horizons for investment and cooperation, which indicates the deep relations at the political, cultural, and diplomatic levels between Egypt and Russia and the rest of the BRICS member states, which will allow the exchange in the local currencies, and there will be a unified currency between the BRICS member states, which will serve the interests of several BRICS member states.
And Ms. Hanan, as you to Egypt as a new member, according to President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, but I would also like to ask you, to what extent can Gaza and Lebanon benefit from the BRICS countries on the political and economic levels?
Of course, the current crises in the region and the escalation in Gaza and Lebanon and the suffering of both peoples have been discussed. Of course, we know Egypt's stance, Emirates' stance, and Russia's stance regarding the Palestinian cause and the two-state solution, as well as their stance towards Lebanon and the attempt to calm things down in this region, because the whole region is affected by these practices. Of course, the plans for reconstruction have been discussed as well after solving many political conflicts peacefully in the time being, which will open horizons for investments by the by the new development bank of BRICS, because BRICS Forum is interested of fairness-based peace. And this forum, the member states and the countries participating in this forum will play an effective role in solving the issues in the Middle East.
And that was Hanan Ramses joining us on Financial Markets. Thank you, Ms. Hanan. Thank you so much for joining us today.